What is up, everybody? This is War Dirty Gaming, and today I would love to showcase the Nespi4 case by Retroflag. This is not going to be an unboxing video as there's been tons of those already, but I wanted to showcase the case and just talk about it and my thoughts on it so far. This is a freshly opened up case, as you can see here. I just opened it up and I just want to share my opinions on it so far. But when I first opened it up, guys, I was really mind blown on the quality and the things that they thought of that I probably wouldn't have. The first thing that kind of caught me off guard was they actually gave you a very nice power supply. A lot of companies will give you those cheap, generic chargers, and they did not do that here. This is a very high quality charger, and that gave me, excitement for the case as well. I haven't even opened up the case yet, and I seen the quality of this. I'm like, you know what? They went full out on this, and they sure did. Let me show you. So things like the text, it's flush with the case, both on the buttons and on the lid here itself. It's not slanted in any way. The quality control is awesome. Things like the buttons not being too squishy, they're very solid. That is awesome. Things like the USB ports being flush with the case, because a lot of cases that I've seen, the USB ports will be kind of on an angle and you get all scratches here because of that, and that's not going to be happening here. And then you have the hinge that is solid, it's not flappy, which is awesome. I had an older case where this was just floppy, and that was a headache because it would come off, and that's not going to happen here as well. And then you have the cartridge as well. This is awesome because they went on full detail on here. It has the original carvings into the plastic, like the original. The back has that rough texture. Like, that is just sweet. I appreciate it when they go full on the detail. And if you look at the back as well, the ports are very flush as well, so you're not going to get any of that scratching when you're plugging in the cords in. But again, that's probably still going to happen, but not likely, as they're very flush with the case. So let's open this thing up. Again, solid. It wasn't loose, didn't just fall off. So again, an awesome sight there. And when I seen a bunch of videos and that they included a USB 3.0 hard drive reader or disk drive reader, that is awesome. I was hoping not to have a 2.0, but I know they weren't going to do that because they like to keep up to date with things, and I'm glad they went USB 3.0, and that's for the SSD reader or hard disk if you're gonna use a hard disk. But again, I don't recommend that. I recommend a solid state drive, just because the speed difference that you're gonna be getting from that. So awesome. When I seen this, this is awesome. Have you ever bought a case and your screwdriver won't fit through those holes because it's too thick? It has happened to me, but because they gave you a screwdriver, that is awesome. I appreciate that. I really do when they do that. And it's awesome how they included, the heat pads and all that for the heat sink. But again, they have to. The heat sink, that has me impressed as well. It's a very thick metal here, and it's active cooling. That is sweet. I know there's cases out there that have, active cooling. I mean passive cooling. That's with the just no fan, and I don't like those cases too much. I like it when it has, active cooling. That is awesome. Looks like they included a little note here. Please remove the SD card before installing the Raspberry Pi. That is awesome they added this, because that's a lot of things that skip people's mind. They'll have a Pi 4, and I have one actually here on the side here. They'll have the SD card plugged in, and they'll try to put it in the case, and because it's sticking out, it can actually get damaged when you're putting it into the case, and or it won't fit because there's a lip now from the SD card itself. So I'm glad they included that, because a lot of people would break their SD card if this wasn't in there. So awesome for thinking of that, Retro Flag. Inside, I love it how they use great quality wire. It's not that cheap stuff that I've seen in other cases. It's high quality. Again, with the USB ports, really rough, solid plastics. I'm just overall very impressed so far on the case. But that's the case itself so far. I also have some recommendations for you guys if you're looking to get this case. If you're going to be buying this case, I really recommend buying a Kingston hard disk for this, or sorry, SSD, solid state drive. I've just heard positive things about them. I've heard people having issues with Samsung drives and other brands not working, but nothing but positive with Kingston. But if you have the funds, I've heard good news with the T7 drives for this device, but then you're going to have to plug it in to the USB port on the unit itself, because the standalone SSDs that you put in here from Samsung, supposedly they're having issues with that. I'm not too sure if maybe that's them having the issue, but I'll look into it definitely, as I like to tinker with stuff and make sure that maybe it's on their end and nothing actually is wrong with the Samsung drives. I don't have a Samsung drive to try that out. I was only given a Kingston drive to test on this, and there'll be definitely more videos on the case as well, on me setting it up and so forth. But that's all for now, guys. I just wanted to showcase, you know, the case and my thoughts, and I'm very impressed with this case, guys. Very impressed. If you're looking for a Pi 4 case, this is the case you're going to want to buy. I'm not in any way putting links in description to make any funds on this case. This is my honest opinion on the case, and I would like to thank my buddy for giving me this case to review and showcase to you guys. It's another reason why it's opened already, because he ended up buying the wrong Pi, but I did have one here I was able to try out, and yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, guys, for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.